Good morning, Clive. Well, here we are about 5:30ish on a Friday morning, trying to catch up on a few videos, and I know we're meeting up later on after you've hit a few balls at Hilden Golf Centre this morning. So I just wanted to really pick out a couple of little bits with you from a small practice session we had yesterday. As you can see, obviously with the practice ball bag here, we were just trying to get the feeling of you pushing the club against this. Gives you that kind of feeling of impact, and address position being fairly similar, trying to get back in with that little bit of pressure on the left side. You can see here we've created a much better angle at address here, so much better shape. Left shoulder, left hips a bit more on the wall, creating a bit more of an angle with your right side. On the right hand side, got a tour player here, and he's only hitting a few little short shots here as well. But you'll get one idea I wanted you to work on when you're at the range today. It's as you go back, we've gone a little bit from one extreme to the other, the way that although you've got your good shape at address and your shoulder turns looking really a lot better here, you're almost getting this delayed wrist action on the way back now. Okay, so you can see this gap appearing underneath your arms because your right elbow has come a little bit away from yourself, so we need that right wrist just to feel like it hinges a little bit more, but at the same time keeping this good shoulder rotation on the way back, so no tilting of the left shoulder. On the right hand side here, you'll see taking this guy away, the wrists and the arms, take the club away, so almost into a similar position there. Okay, his left hand literally is only just moving outside the perimeter of his right leg, whereas yours has moved quite a bit out here. His right elbow is really kept a lot closer to his side, whereas yours is, as we just said a minute ago, it's come a little bit further away. Okay, you take yours up to the top. So at that point there, where the club's almost parallel to the ground, let's take this guy, whose name is Brad, one of the tour players from Australia. Okay, so you can see there really where his hands have travelled to from here to here. Okay, but he's actually set the club parallel to the ground, whereas yours, you've kind of dragged yourself a little bit too far away here with your right elbow, and this can then eventually start pulling you a little bit off the wall, which you'll probably see that it has done a bit here with your left hip. Okay, so we take this guy up to the top. You can see there, arms have gone up. He's only playing a small pitch shot, and you can allow his arms to drop and then go through like so. Okay, so you go up to the top here. I didn't think I got the rest of the footage on there, but it was really mainly just to show you this little bit on the way back here. So that's the main thing that we want to be looking at. Is you can see your setups are actually very similar now. I'm creating this much better angle with your right wrist. Okay, we just needed to get those wrists hinging a little bit more rather than dragging away quite as much. But this is really good now with this shoulder position, because one of the main things we worked on yesterday was getting better forearm rotation. In other words, letting the club open a little bit more on the way back. We just needed to keep this a little bit tighter, as we've talked about before, keeping the club head radius from your club head to chest the same. Here it's probably gone a bit wider than it should have done. So just to recap, that's what we're looking for at that point. Okay, look at the right elbow. So have a little think about that when you're at the range today. Alright, and we'll look forward to seeing you. Thanks, bye.